So here's the Orzhov Phyrexian build. We have some familiar faces down here in Crawling Chorus. Skrelv, Cut Down, Skrelv's Hive from Phyrexia, all will be one. Go for the Throat, kind of controlling in the beginning. We have Grafted Butcher, which is the new Phyrexian Lord. And it's a samurai, so I think it's, from Kamigawa, which is a really cool flavor thing. So this is 2 mana for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, Phyrexians you control gain Menace till end of turn, so a nice aggressive creature if you already have Phyrexians out. And they all get +1/+1, which is cool, especially with Skrelv's Hive when these become 2/2s and are able to attack a little bit more. And then for 4 mana, you can sack an artifact or creature, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield, and activate that only as a sorcery. So as long as they don't get exiled from our battlefield, we can bring that back and keep our Lord pumping everything else. Elas Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim, 2/2 Death Touch, keeping people off of our backs until we get our other stuff out. Phyrexan Censor, which is, I think, a professor from Strixhaven with a super long neck now. And that's an out-of-control neck. 3 mana for a 3/3. Each player can't cast more than one non-Phyrexian spell each turn, and non-Phyrexian creatures enter the battlefield tapped. So it's kind of like a non-Phyrexian hoser. Bloated Processor, 3 mana for a 3/2. It's a rare. Sacrifice another Phyrexian, put a counter on it, and then whenever this dies, you can incubate X, where X is its power. So it sort of replaces itself. It asks a little bit of mana, like to transform that incubator token 2 colorless mana to bring it back, but you could likely get a 4/4 out of this or something. Gix, Elish Norn, the new. If we can flip this, this is going to do some gross things. Double white, 2 generic for 3/5 Vigilance, Phyrexian Praetor. When a source and opponent deals damage to you or a permanent you control, that source's controller loses 2 life unless they pay 1 colorless. So it taxes every single iteration of damage that would be dealt to you. So that kind of like messes with mono red, messes with go wide decks, token decks, things like that. And then if we tap 3 mana and sack 3 other creatures as a sorcery, so we have to make sure we don't get it blown out when we try it, we can bring it back to the battlefield as the Argent Etchings, which is just insane. Incubate 2 5 times, then transform all incubator tokens you control. So bare minimum, you get 5 2/2s. Creatures you control gain +1/+1 and gain double strike till end of turn. And then 3, destroy all other permanents except for artifacts, lands, and Phyrexians. Exile it, then return it back as Elish Norn. This card is pretty insane if you can get this flipped. It's not bad on the face of it either. Sheoldred. Of course, you can't have a Phyrexian deck without Sheoldred the Apocalypse. And then we have the new Sheoldred. 5 mana, 4/5 Menace. When it comes in, they have to sacrifice a non-token creature, a Planeswalker. If they have 8 or more cards in their graveyard later in the game, we can do 5, exile this, return it into the True Scriptures, which is equally as nasty as Elish Norn's. For each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature or Planeswalker they control. Then Saga Lore 2 is each opponent discards 3 cards, mills 3 cards. And then you can take all creatures from all graveyards and put them under your control, exile it, and bring it back as Sheoldred. We have Seed Cores in here for casting Phyrexians, Takenuma, and Iganjo. So let's go. I had a Rakdos deck with Gix that I posted a video to on the channel that I played like a month ago. That was like really explosive on the play. On the draw it was less good, but on the play it would draw so many cards it'd just burn the opponent. It was really fun to play. We're going first. We have all of our lands, I guess. Skrelv, remove some stuff, Bloated Processor. We don't really want to sacrifice Skrelv, but I guess we'll get some more things. This is an okay hand. Anytime you can start with Skrelv is pretty fun. Swift Spear. Alright. Gix. Are we going to want to attack with our Skrelv? That's weird. See if we can cut this down. Hopefully they can't bring it to a 3/4. Kenra Spell Spear. This is a new card. I think this card's very good. 2/2 Trample Prowess. 3 in Phyrexian blue. Transform it. It becomes like a 4/4 Trample double Prowess. Like it says Prowess on it. Yeah. Becomes a 3/3 Trample Ward 2 Prowess for 4 mana. So we'll see if they try to transform that, and then we'll remove it. Grafted Butcher. Phyrexians +2/+2. Let's go Processor. In case we draw another land. Then we'll be able to play Grafted Butcher and go for the Throat this, if they try to transform it. Thrill Prowess. So, they could have a 1-drop burn spell if I block with a Processor that says Prowess, so they could just hit us with it and deal 4 damage to us. I'm probably good just to not block. Or they'll blow out our Processor. Didn't get another land. Alright. We're playing defense. We're on mono red. Okay, let's sacrifice Skrelv. So that way the Processor can be a 4/3 at least. Other one. I would like to play this Grafted Butcher and save this Go for the Throat whenever they try to transform something. I think I'll block here now. Okay, so now it gets to die, and then we get to incubate 5. So we can make a 5/5 real quick here. Which, honestly... Let's put out the Butcher. And we'll save mana for Go for the Throat, or we'll just get ourselves a 6/6 here to block. I wonder if they try to transform this thing. Alright, they have a Mishra's Foundry they can attack us with. We're not out of the woods yet. Ward, pay 2 life, Prowess 1/3. Ten and 10. Alright, they can block with the Mishra's Foundry. We have 10 here, so I think we are good to go. Good game. Alright, good game. And thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. 2 seed cores. Luckily, all of our stuff's Phyrexian, and our cut down takes black mana, which we can't use seed core for, but we can use this Takenuma. So, yeah, I think we can probably keep this. Get a crawling chorus going. And then a bloated processor will allow us to sacrifice another Phyrexian. Another crawling chorus. Yep. So let's get Takenuma down so we have access to cut down. Gix is going to be a sweet play here. I think we'll cut this down, play Gix, attack with both of these, draw 2 cards. That would be really sweet. Cut this down. Alright, draw a card. What do we get? Land. Another seed core. Well, I'm glad we have Phyrexians. Alright. Good game. Couple of courses and Gix. Got it done. Okay, opponent goes first. We have a crawling chorus, which we can use to block early. Get a little token. Eles Ilkor gains us some life and keeps people off our back with Death Touch. Censor and go for the throat. Yeah, I think we can probably do this. Xander's Lounge, Grixis. It's an Iconoclast. When you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 color soldier. Yeah, I didn't think that they would trade for the chorus, sadly. Impulse. Okay. Casting spells, making tokens. What we need is to get, there's Elesh Norn. I was going to say we need Elesh Norn out. So that way they can't deal damage to us. Ooh. That was nice. Corrupted Conviction. They blocked with a token, sacrificed it to draw 2 cards. Not a bad play at all. Alright, let's get our Censor down. So that limits their spells. So that way they can only play 1 non-Phyrexian spell a turn. Wandering Mind. Look at the top 6 cards of their library. Reveal a non-creature, non-land. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. What are they getting? Invasion of Arcavios. 5 mana. When it comes in, search your library, graveyard, or outside the game for an instant or sorcery. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. It costs 7. Then they get the enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery from hand, you may copy it. Alright. I wonder if they have another one of those things. Draw cards. They do. Okay, so here's the plan. I could slam Elish Norn right now. Feel like Elish Norn would be killed immediately, so what we're going to do is go Skrelv and hold up a Go for the Throat, and then next turn if we have a mana, we'll play Elish Norn and we'll get it flipped and destroy everything. We have to have Skrelv to protect our Elish Norn, because that's basically the only way we're getting out of this. Ooh. 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. So they're killing everything. Crawling Chorus will get a token. Okay. Alright. Hey Bruno, what's up? Glad you could make it. Good to see you. Been a long time since I've been live. Yes. Kaero MTG VIP. Feels special. Thanks, Bruno. Alright. Fable. Alright, so we go Elish Norn. We need to get another creature to sacrifice. And then we can incubate 2 5 times, and then destroy all the permanents except for artifacts on, artifacts, lands, and Phyrexians. No attacks. I'm not super hopeful about this because our opponent has a lot of cards in hand, a lot of things going on here. Elish Norn's like our only hope. We do have protection. 3, 6, 7... I think they have another Invasion of Karsus in their hand to deal 3 damage to everything, so we're just gonna take this. So we block with Elish Norn. Search the library for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Okay. See, 4, 5, 6. Hidetsugu and Kairi. Yep, I'm familiar. 5/4 flying. Enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand on top. When it dies, exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life to its mana value, and if it's an instant or sorcery, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. That's in the Grixis deck that I have too. Brainstorm. Alright, so we have to remember that Hidetsugu and Kairi can flying attack this. Oh, they sacrifice it. Alright. Oh, what is that? Explosive Singularity! You did not. Good game. So they put Explosive Singularity on top of their library. They deal a bunch of damage to us and then hit us with it. Very nice. Good game. Alright, we are going first. We have a cut down. Not necessarily great for us to be going first with a cut down because it's a little awkward. Like, when do we play it? Probably on turn 4. We have Elas Ilkor and Bloated Processor. It's okay. Unless they play a 1-drop. Alright. Alright. Cool. Gets that out of the way so we can play our Elas Ilkor. Let's play it with Seed Core so we don't lose life. Beast Caller. We don't want to let that thing get too many counters because then they can just put it on something else whenever it dies, but I'm tempted to go Gix. Attack, they probably won't block. And then draw a card. I think that's probably what we'll do. If they do block, I think I'm okay with that too. Alright. Pelucranos. Pelucranos is that's a big boy for 3 mana. 3 green for a 4/5 with reach. Transform it into a big nasty 6/6 lifelink reach. Yeah. That was on my list to play too in mono green. Tribute to the World Tree. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card of its powers 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Alright. Let's attack here and draw a card. Not certain I want to use Go for the Throat on that thing yet. Might do it here. They don't play anything else really nasty. Let's think about green. Is you're like, I'm attacking with a 4/4, and they're like, that's cool. Here's a 7/7. Doomscar Warrior, backup 1. Trample. Deals damage to a player battle. Look at that many cards at the top of your library. Reveal a creature or land. Put it into your hand. Okay, so they get to draw a card off of that, and they can back up on their Evolving Adaptive. So when it deals combat damage to us, they look at 5 cards from the top of their library, reveal a creature or land, and put it into their hand. And then they put the rest on the bottom. Not sure I want to go for the Throat anything yet. Sheoldred makes things a little bit more interesting. We can just kind of hang back with Sheoldred. Save a Go for the Throat. Block with the Processor. Incubate 4. I think we're good for now. Save this Go for the Throat for a really big thing that... Or if they try to fight something, we'll do that. Up to 2 target creatures you control get +1/+0. They each deal damage equal to their power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Alright, let's just sacrifice Skrelv. Make this Processor bigger. Bruno, are there any good soldiers in this new set? There's a new vampire soldier that's a 2/2 for 2. It has vigilance. It's white. And whenever it gets a +1/+1 counter on it, once per turn you get to draw a card, which is really sweet. I played with that a little bit ago in the Selesnya counters deck. It's pretty cool. So once a turn, if you put a counter on it, you get to draw a card. Another tribute to the World Tree. It means their things are going to get huge. But they have to start attacking us at some point. Alright, I think it's time. Let's see what they've got. Let's see if they have a protection spell. They don't. Five. Yeah, we'll go in with everything. Alright, good game. Phyrexians got us there.